Hey, everybody, and welcome to the JFH app test for June 15th, 2022. And I'm Jan. We got Andra here. We got Sensei Claus. We got Guru Merkaba, and we're about to test some stuff. And of course, you can always become part of the Justice for Hire community from justiceforhire.app. Every couple of weeks, we come together as a community to make improvements, to keep the quality always rising with the Justice for Hire app. So please join us. And it's a cinematic universe built by us, built by a community. Of course, you can also invest in Real World, our film technology company making movies and shows with the world, from wefunder.com/realworld, REELWURLD. It's super important to note that this technology is patent pending. So it's a huge deal. It's the future of film and TV, and be a part of making that future a reality with us. So with that said, I'll pass it to Andra.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining. As Jen was saying, every few weeks, we come together to test the latest improvements and updates on the app. It's great to see people joining, and I'm looking forward to more people joining our global cast. These tests are done on Just for Heroes first, and then we publish them to the public app. The sessions are being recorded and on YouTube. For today, there's just a few things, and I would like to keep it short and sweet. First, we're testing some updates on the watch page. Jen, if you want to give the context of how I like to do this is giving the brand context and then the technology that supports that. So we added a lot of new stuff on the watch page. Where's the brand experience? Like, you'll see the series, the production, and we added some resources, how to, and more resources. Those are just, I'll let Jen explain better, but we're gonna test if they show up. Guru, I know that you're on Android and you've had some issues last time we tested. I would like to see if those are still present. But before we get into testing the updates on the watch page, Jen, I would like for you to just say very briefly why these updates are done and what's the meaning behind them.
Absolutely. So the intention is for everybody to have to be able to see the resources, all the resources that we have as a community, to have them centralized in one place. We've been doing so much for so long, and what the app really is where everything should be centralized. So just for people to be able to know that they can have hours and hours of free hero training right now, and with all different types of martial artists that have already contributed to Justice for Hire to train them, some remotely, some in person with live events that we've had in the past, for people to know that they have guidance on how to create journey challenges, and the depth of it's like a mini film school, and action choreography and story development and all this stuff, even heroes culture concepts that we're sharing more and more of now, since we're getting closer to pushing out season 1. So there's all these resources centralized in one place, and now we have a whole carousel on the watch page that allows you to access a playlist. It'll bring you to YouTube for now, and the reasoning behind that is that once we have more resources, then we'll start to centralize our content in more of our content on our own servers. But right now, it's the most cost-effective and time-effective thing for us to just link to our already created YouTube playlists, and you can watch all that stuff. So make sure that if you go to YouTube to watch any of these things, come back to justiceforhire.app to follow through on any of those things, because that's what we're doing.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, that's it. It's really all about resources and you guys having easily ease and access of even down to awareness. Because a lot of people just didn't even know that we have John Machado, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you know, giving a justice for hire specific seminar. Like that kind of stuff is like amazing. So there's always amazing stuff happening in JFH, and it's really not happening anywhere else in the world. So yeah, we got to highlight that.
Yes, thank you. And because we want to be intentional and every update needs to make sense for our community, for serving the purpose of what we're building, and the technology to support it, let's test Android, iPhone, and desktop, because I think we're each, like Johnny's mobile device and mobile himself, in a car, Guru on Android. I have a desktop, and I think Sensei also. So let's just test the speed of the loading of this page, how they look, how they can be accessed, and the easiness of going back and forth between YouTube and the app. So I'll just give you guys 5 minutes.
Should we be on? Okay, yeah, just for heroes.
Yes, and because it's not about creating new account, it's about visualizing and rendering content, we can use our own accounts.
Thank you.
So can you reiterate one more time what's the first piece we're doing? Because I just logged into my own account. I'm on Justice for Heroes, or sorry, excuse me, Just for Heroes. I
Go on the
just
watch
wiped all
page.
site settings and cookies and stuff.
Yeah, go on the watch page
Okay.
and check if there check for the 2 new carousels, how to the bottom 2 carousels, how they show up.
Got it. That's the part I didn't hear. Thank you.
Sure.
Hey, Andrea. So I'm on the watch page, and the choreography videos are no longer on the how-to. I only see the 3 new intro to acting, action filmmaking on your phone, and journey challenges. And I can send you a screenshot. All of them have a white line at the bottom, except the second one on the carousel, action filmmaking on your phone. For some reason is actually a bigger thumbnail with black borders on top and bottom.
Okay. Well, according to the latest specifications, those were the how-to carousel, and there wasn't clear if that's the new to add, or just those are the final how to carousel? So
Okay, cool. Yeah. Let's. The intention was to have those 3 precede, be before the 4 that we already had.
okay, if you can shoot me a note about that, because
Okay.
from the document it wasn't clear.
I think there might have even been a what is JFH on there as well, so that would probably stay first. So I'll email.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a screen record real quick for so you can see what I mean by the thumbnail.
Yeah. How are they showing up on the on the Android?
Android's fine. For desktop, what I'm noticing is for the carousel, it shows up fine, but scrolling a little bit hard.
Yeah, it's not clear because you have to drag. That's the, you either wait a few seconds and it's doing it automatically. Okay, I'll take note of that. Thank you.
Yeah, cheers. What it is that you have to drag it all the way. I think it'd be easier for people if we had to drag like half a screen, not the entire screen.
Yeah, or just have the arrows
Yeah.
for next and previous. What do you think it would be easier?
Andrew, just a question first. Were you saying that this is that the carousel should be automatic? It should be automatically scrolling?
After two seconds or something.
And let me see. I didn't notice that.
After those are details that we have not set first yet, so we can talk about the behavior now.
Yeah, no, it's not doing it on my end.
Oh, that is my bad. That's what's happening on the world page. Sorry, it's not happening on the watch page. It's happening on the world page.
Okay, that's awesome. That's all. That's exactly what should happen.
On the world page. If we want it to happen on the watch page, that's another update. It is not happening at the.
Yeah, I don't think we need it on the watch page. The world page makes total sense. That's perfect.
Yes. So just to get back to the conversation, on both world page and the watch page on desktop, if you want to navigate, you need to drag. But it's harder to drag the slide. It's easier to swipe on mobile, but not on desktop. I know we have a very big banner saying that if you want updates on desktop, invest on WeFunder. But until that happens, we can take note of this and put the update in the to-dos or nice to haves, or we decide on its implementation. We're making a decision together, so I'm just giving the options because we're building this with a community. I can make the decision as the CTO, but I would like for us as a community to make that decision.
Any thoughts, guys?
Guru.
Sorry, can you go again?
Oh, I said I think we lost Z.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just saying that for desktop, I think the quickest fix would be to have arrows or to make the little dots below function as a scroll. What?
There are dots below.
No, the dots are there. I was saying if they could function as a scrolling device, if you could click on the dots, that'd probably be fine too. Yeah, like I think an arrow will be clearest, but if you're going to keep the swipe for mobile, sorry, for desktop, then I think the best thing to do would just make it a smaller swipe, so it's not the entire screen, like a half a screen, quarter a screen, something like that.
Yeah. So it's just as Jen, Z dropped. So
Okay. I'm just found that all of the carousels, the bottom. I'm checking on the bottom carousel. The JFH updates. I'll send you the updated link because it's sending to a broken link on the. Every other link works great, but the first one is not a playlist for some reason. Just a
Okay.
blank page on YouTube.
Yeah.
And the final thumbnail is only a white dot for some reason on the real world thumbnail rather than being a real world thumb. It's actually just I've never seen it before. It's just a play like a placeholder white dot.
Yeah, that's weird. That is super weird. Okay. Okay.
Oh, it's on your end too?
Yeah, but it's the first time I'm seeing it because it showed fully until now. Okay. Well, we'll see. Maybe it's a bandwidth issue. I will look into it.
Okay, awesome.
Okay. So the next test, Jen, you were saying that some conversations are missing. I don't, can we get a bit into the specifics?
Oh, sure. Let me check. Well, when I looked at my DMs,
At the brand account or the,
no, I'm in my account right now, and I sent you a screenshot. But my last communication is from March 23rd, 2022, the topmost at 1:18 p.m. from Sensei Claus. So,
okay. So do you have others?
oh yeah, I mean, every time we've done a app test, and also all of the outreach that I've done to every new hero, all of that's missing for some reason within the last week.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. No, it's now it's I'm scrolling down. It's got moved down for some reason.
Okay.
So
you do have it.
I do have it. It's the order has changed.
Well, we made an update because we want it to be. So we need to. We keep on switching the specifications. We made updates in the last weeks because we want it to be based on the last updated conversation. So if that's not the case, we need to switch the specifications again. Can you tell me which one is the last one?
So my most recent, my expectation would be if I'm going into the DM that the most recent conversations are the ones that are at the top. So essentially anything would be organized by date. And so I'm at the.
Yeah, but there are first by date and then by name. If you want them just by date and like not by if you were the one sending or the one receiving, we need to make further modifications. But now they're by name as well.
Okay, I don't remember any specification of organizing by name, because because that would mean alphabetical order, and I would be, if I'm opening up a chat, I'm expecting, or my text messages, I'm expecting to see my most recent communications because those are the most relevant to my timeline.
Okay. I know. I took a note.
And I don't think mine is by name either because there's no, for example, Sensei is first, Creator is second, the Gilded Piper is third, Sensei is fourth, Sensei is fifth, Mouth is sixth, Creator is seventh. So there's no there's no consistency in alphabetical order. So it looked to me like it just got.
Yeah, okay. It's just by who sent it.
I mean, yeah, I don't see any particular order on mine. And I sent you a screenshot before. I can send you any other screenshot if you'd like.
Okay, so now the exact issue is not that they don't appear. They do appear, but your expectation is to see them just by date, ordered chronologically by the last message received. And
yeah, I'm just wondering why this changed, because I don't think we were doing anything on DM in the last week. So like, why would DM change all of a sudden?
It didn't change.
Well, I'm having our conversation is based on us on having a difference in experience within the last week, because a few weeks ago we tested, and even like 2 weeks ago I was saying hi to a new drill tie. It was the last hero or crow call. No, drill tie. It says here June 3rd, but again he got moved down. So
okay, we'll look into it, because now they do appear. So the issue is not that they don't appear, it's how they appear. It can be an update on the back end on the database. So it's good that they appear now. Now we have to look why they appear differently. So I will look into it. Okay, and next is you texted me about a profile not appearing fully.
yes, on the world page we had a new hero join a few days ago, Sideswipe, who I'm wondering if Sideswipe is actually the Sideswipe from back in the day, from like a few years ago. And
you can go there. It looks like there was a breakdown. No, it looks like there was an issue because the capturing of the profile picture. So either there was a disconnection, his connection dropped or something, but now they do appear. So for this first,
yeah,
I would like for you to confirm that you can see both the profile picture and the profile video, and then we're gonna do a test with recording a new profile.
yes, I see it now, and it is Sideswipe from like 2 years ago. It's the same. It's the same hero. So that's great. It's great to know that he's back and has been with us for a while. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great to see people are coming back. So with this being said, can we go and test? Can we go and test the new registration? And I don't know. If you're on Wi-Fi, just drop your Wi-Fi, close your Wi-Fi in the middle of the recording or something, because it looks like he had a technical issue, and then what was shown was not matching the records. It was recorded. That's great, because we always record and we always save, and that's why we have the profile video and the profile page, or the profile video and the profile picture. But on the front end, it wasn't showing. It was showing the old ones. So which weren't matching the logic that we updated in the 2 years.
Quick question. So are you saying that did Sideswipe actually use our native camera?
No, it had nothing to do with that. It looks like, from what I found, that either he lost connectivity or something, because after he recorded the video and the profile picture, the database did not record in another table correctly. So that's why we were expecting them to be shown from an old place that doesn't match the new specifications. So I just want to see, it doesn't have to, you can use the native camera, you can, I mean, we can make 3 tests. Use the native camera, upload the video or record, and we can see if we can reproduce it, because this never happened.
Okay. Okay. So upload and turn off Wi-Fi mid-upload.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. And once again, I'm going to log out and create a new hero profile.
Yes. Yes. New profile. Please prefix it with test unless you want me to save.
Okay.
Got it.
Thank you.
On it.
Hey, for some reason, Sensei Claus's image has disappeared and is giving the same image in the same way that Sideswipe was.
Okay.
Just going to reload the whole page, see if that still happens.
Okay. So there.
No, now it's back. Thanks for those notes, Sensei. Not Sensei, Guru. We have to think, well, there's a lot to figure out around location as well, because we have to be conscious and cautious about people's safety. So we've thought about that, and we will figure it all out. I think it's a deeper conversation we need to have.
I mean, we talked about it in the same way as we decide to make public or private certain challenge content. We can decide to publish our location or not. Just as a first thought, but yeah, let's take it one by one. Yeah, can you drop your data? No, because your phone will crash. So it's totally okay. You can just test for positive test, not for the negative, which means just record a new profile with profile video and without uploading a picture. Just let the app choose a picture.
As a note, I am because there's no option to upload directly from the phone. In the beginning, I'm going to upload once I create the profile picture profile. So I'm doing that right now.
So that's what I was saying. Don't upload a profile picture. Just record the profile and let the app choose the profile picture.
No, I understand what you're saying. I for some reason it's not allowing me to record while on Zoom. I'm wondering if I've ever recorded while on Zoom before.
No,
Uh,
no, you cannot do that.
so what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload a video that I
Okay,
already have on my phone once
Okay.
I. Yeah.
I tried that. Video seems to have gone through.
and
I might
the
have timed it wrong though.
picture?
Picture is just a frame from the video.
Yes, but is it a frame? Because what I feel that happened with Swipe when he tried to do it, it was that there was a breakdown in communication with the app while that frame was being uploaded, you know, because the frame was recorded by our app, it's on our servers, but then by the time the profile was saved, the connection was broken. So I just want to make sure that this was the case and it's not something that's a behavior of the app. But if you're saying that the frame was selected, and what's the profile that you created?
Test SC615. It'll be a
Okay.
picture of an owl.
Okay, yeah, I can see the frame. Okay, that's such a sweet owl. Okay.
I really like using these as filler. You know, they just make it a little happier.
Yeah. And Orion's belt. Who's Orion's belt?
That's me. Oh, Ryan's belt. You like that?
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Totally possible that my because I'm also outside and not on Wi-Fi. I just turned off Wi-Fi, but I may have the same challenge that you're having.
Okay. So let's just Guru, can you finish your test, please, also, so we can draw a conclusion? No, there is a picture for you, Orion.
Yeah, wrapping up my test right now. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna check and see if my video actually works.
Sorry?
One wonderful note is that I pressed complete and then I left my Safari browser to talk to you guys. And then I went back and the spinner was still going, but then it uploaded. So, that is a faith building moment, knowing that I don't have to stay on that page necessarily. meaning I like that I have to stay looking at my web browser that I can potentially go around to other apps while it uploads in the background. That's awesome.
Yes.
Guru, get your hand up.
Yes. Okay. So everything seems to work as intended. I uploaded a video because I ran into that same issue that you were having, Jan, which was not being able to record a video while on Zoom on my phone at the same time. So I just uploaded a video, but I was going in and out of signal as it was uploading. I just checked right now and it fully uploaded. So I had moments of complete connection interruption. And I just watched the full video and it seems to play back. As I look at the thumbnail that I created, it looks good. It doesn't show any cracks, glitches, or anything like that.
That's great.
Amazing.
Guess what? The app is working. You need to just use it.
Well, fortunately, people are using it. People are a lot of controversy around our first drag hero. As you guys can see, that video just hit 11,000 views this morning. Lots of comments.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it, but I guess that as soon as people will realize that we're actually telling a story and every character has its own place and their story adds to the bigger story, any controversy will be addressed. So I just feel that as foundational team, we need to make that message more clear, that we are building a cinematic universe, we are making a series.
Agreed.
Every story has its own place. It's not like you don't need to fit the bill. It's not like the script is done, you need to rehearse your lines, and no, you add to the story. And I feel that as the clearer we're gonna be with that message, the more people will join and will come on board, because the innovation in filmmaking is there as well.
Preach, sister.
Agreed. Agreed.
No,
Sorry.
I mean, this is a test app, not test app, but I was watching I didn't watch fully, but there's a lot of controversy as well around. So I'm Romanian, I'm very proud of it. And Sebastian Stan, who you know, and what roles he plays, Go Romania, Romanians in Hollywood. He was on the cover of Variety with Jennifer Aniston. And that's a very proud moment for us. But Jennifer Aniston said something during the interview that's controversial. And she said, Hollywood is changing. It's not like now any influencer can get to. She was talking about how now being an actor is not so revered as it was in the past, and any influencer like TikTokers can get in a movie. And without going too much into it, because I would love for us to address it as soon as possible, a comment said, well, there's no more nepotism in Hollywood, because they were saying, like, I love her, I don't agree with it, but I have to address it because we want to be transparent and we want to serve the higher purpose of what we're building. And a comment said, oh, so you mean there's no more nepotism in Hollywood? Because if your father wouldn't be who he is, you wouldn't have gotten a role? That's what you were saying? So there's this new conversation now, and it's great that these conversations are happening, but it's also a moment to acknowledge the fear that the traditional actors have towards the new way of making films with an audience. So I think it's a pivotal moment, and the same with the story of Godiva, and with the realization that God writes your story. You don't need to recite. You come as you are, and you tell your story, and that's why we are building Real World. And if someone hears, that's why you're gonna invest $1 million. Sorry, I was going too serious, but you understand. You see my point of view.
No, it's deeply appreciated and very, very important stuff. Absolutely pivotal moment. And
So no.
No, I was just wondering, is there anything else that we were planning on testing today?
No, this was it. So my conclusion with what happened with Sideswipe is that he lost connectivity, but it's good that whatever happens, as you've seen, Jen, as Z also confirmed, even though you go in and out, the servers do record the image and they do record the profile video. So that's great. I'm gonna look into that conversation, sorting and ordering. And we are gonna update the carousels accordingly. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you in a few weeks, guys.
Oh, well, last question. You were saying that the automatic swipe on the world page happens after 2 seconds?
It should happen after 2 or 5, but
is that only on desktop, or is it on mobile too?
Well, we can test for a consistency.
I'm looking on I'm on the world page for the first time, and maybe the second time in my test profile, and it's not moving at all. And I was thinking about that just yesterday too. I was like, we really need this thing to automatically move. So you saying that was perfect. I was like, oh man, okay, great. It already does that. Because I was on TikTok yesterday, and they had a very nice automatic moving carousel. I was like, okay, that's great. That really informs me of what's happening next.
I remember we had it at one point. It looks like it's not swiping now, because we just need to decide. We just need to make a decision, because I know we had it.
I think we had it before, and when we had it, I think it might have gotten stuck at some point. I think that there was some sort of challenge, and I think we opted to just have the dots on the bottom, because I think there was a challenge of inconsistency. So I don't remember specifically, but I do remember at one point we did test something similar. So
we had it, but it was either too fast or it wasn't focusing enough, and we removed it, and we just stuck with the dots. Now is the moment to decide on a behavior, implement it, and be consistent across mobile and desktop. So are we adding the arrows? Are we adding the automatic swipe? Are we adding both? And if we want it to auto swipe, what's the time interval?
Well, what do you guys think? Because my only concern with the I mean, look, I'm always down to add value, but I feel like something very simple like the auto swipe is going to come with it a lot of testing, because if it auto swipes while you're swiping, I think that was one of the challenges that we had before, that we get stuck on the thumb. And I think that minimizing the complexity to do simple things is the way to go.
So then the arrows would cover this.
I think that if we could have arrows that don't that don't impede the art of the thumbnail, then that's cool. But I'm wondering, guys, do you think we're fine as we are there, or do you think that something? I mean, obviously we can always add more value, but being conscious of time and energy expenditure, do you think that we have what we need there to convey that there's a bunch of opportunity at the top of the world page?
Sorry, opportunity.
Yeah, like the top of the world page really is about like opportunity. For example, we should have our Doppel. Andre, I'll get you a Doppel action figure banner too. But like we have our action remake scene competition. You know, we'll put up the San Diego Comic-Con event that just got decided on this past Monday. Should put Doppel up there, but yeah, but again, like those are all opportunities. Merchandise, real world investment opportunity. All these things are opportunities at the top. Development call, free comic book, free training, like all that stuff is right at the top. So like, do you feel like that, is it very obvious to you that top carousel is something that has swipeable opportunity?
Well, I'd personally say it's obvious that it's swipeable because we have the little buttons underneath it. Buttons is the wrong term, you know, the dots.
Yeah.
So it might just be me, but I'm conditioned to always see something as a carousel when I see the dots below it in that format.
Okay. Okay, awesome. How about you, Guru? What do you think?
I agree. Like, I mean, I think it's a conditioning thing that social media has done for us, to kind of give us the idea that those dots convey swipeability, as well as like the banner kind of mentality of it as well. Gives that like, it gives some importance to it. I mean, like if it was like something to choose, I'd be like, oh yeah, have it automatically swipe. Do it every 5 seconds. Like if there, but I mean, I feel like that there's too many complications for the kind of time sensitive information that you want to be able to convey right now. Then I think we're fine with where we're at.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think the only issue, Jen, was the desktop. But for the desktop, we have a big banner that says if you
Yeah.
want the improvements, invest. That's where the conversation started, because Sensei's remarks stated that it's very hard to swipe on desktop, which is not the case. On mobile, we aim for mobile first.
Totally. And I mean, like, if it can work as swipeable on mobile, then I say go for it.
Yeah, it works as swipeable on mobile.
I mean, sorry, excuse me, auto swipe. Pardon me, I misspoke. Auto swipe.
Okay. At this moment, that's the investment of time and testing.
yeah, I think that we put a pin in that, like that it would be great, but I think the main thing is let's focus on the watch page and the DM challenge right now, and you know, once that's all cleaned up, then we can revisit this, because I think like, you know, it's I think the app is in a really, really good place, and the more we focus on like very small adjustments, just makes
Totally.
it so much improves it by leaps and bounds. So let's just focus on the watch page right now, make sure there's no white lines at the bottom, and that all the content is sized the same, and then of course the DMs to make sure to find out what happened and why they were reordered, when and what that was connected to that might have caused that. I think that's it for now.
Okay.
Awesome, guys. Thank you everybody so much for being on this.
Okay. I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks.
Okay. Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Take
Bye.
care.
Stop the recording.